Alright, what is going on, everybody? I am Outer Space Gaming. If you guys have seen my other videos, you know who I am, but if you haven't, that's why I do it. Today we have another unboxing video. It's gonna be pretty much exactly the same. I mean, I'm still opening up Funko Pops and stuff like that. However, this time we have two unmarked boxes. Now, one of these boxes, which I believe is this one right here, is exclusively the soda cans, so the little cans that I've done before. And then this box here is regular Funko Pops, and then obviously we have a mystery grail as well. And before I get into this, I do want to kind of apologize in advance for any discrepancies. I have had a pretty bad cough recently, so I'm gonna try to do my best to kind of cut out when I do cough, but I have my cough drops here, so if it starts getting real bad, I can pop one of those babies in and then hopefully mitigate any sort of disruption in the recording here. But anyways, gonna hop right into this. So we're gonna start off with the unmarked boxes. So first I'm gonna do the one with the regular Funkos, and I believe there should be 3 to 5, 3 to 4, 3. There's 3 in here. So we're just gonna pop those babies out, set the box to the side, and then I'm gonna do the sodas, and then I'm gonna do the mystery grail. So getting into these figures here, I am just gonna go over them one by one in front of the camera and just kind of show you what we get. So starting off, we have a Civil War figure, Hawkeye, which is an Amazon exclusive. So Hawkeye is obviously, he's kind of like the Robin Hood of the Avengers. He's got a bunch of arrows, and he shoots those arrows at bad guys. So he's pretty basic, and I don't actually know the actor's name who played him in the Avengers, but nonetheless, here he is. He is decked out in his signature black and purple theme with his bow drawn with an arrow. The figure itself does look pretty good. It looks like how you would expect the Funko to look. So nothing too crazy. There's the Civil War Hawkeye. And then on the back, it's kind of, this is weird. This is something new. So each of these figures, except for Vision and Hawkeye, are like silhouetted. So it's kind of like, these are all the figures in the collection, but you have to get them to see what they are, sort of ordeal. Which, yeah, it's pretty cool. Looks like one of them might be Spider-Man or something. That guy right there. Not too sure. But yeah, Civil War Hawkeye. That's pretty interesting, and these are all already sleeved, which is very nice. So we know that the damages to these figures during shipping or something could have been mitigated. But anyways, moving on to the next figure, we have Moon Knight Scarlet Scarab. I've never seen this before. I'm not actually entirely sure who this is. Scarlet Scarab, obviously it's like Egyptian themed. She's got the what is it, the wings of Horus or something like that. I think Horus was the bird. She's got some wings, and it is a Summer Convention limited edition figure from 2022. Something to note. Scarlet Scarab, yeah, Moon Knight. Damn, man, I want to say I had gotten one of these before. I'm not sure, from Moon Knight. I think it's like superheroes or something like that. But I don't know. I actually don't know. Scarlet Scarab. And then no other figures on the back. Moon Knight. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is. It seems like maybe superhero related or something of that nature, to that degree. Again, I'm not sure. I've never seen Moon Knight. So we're just gonna move on here. And to the last figure, which is a Miss Marvel figure, and it happens to be Miss Marvel. Pretty cool. So I know this for sure is a superhero. I've never seen Ms. Marvel. I don't really watch a whole lot of these movies, but Miss Marvel, she's kind of like Wonder Woman, I think, or something like that. Supergirl, pretty much the same thing, I think. There we have the characters on the back: Kamala Khan, Bruno, that guy right there. Yeah, I've never seen this before. It doesn't, and usually it tells you like if it's like a pop animation or pop movies or something like that. So I'm not sure what this reference is. I don't know if Miss Marvel is a movie or a series, a TV series. I don't know. Still pretty cool. We got 2 women and we got 1 guy, and they're all kind of like superhero related, so that's pretty cool. But moving on, we're going to now open up the soda pops. So here are the sodas. So the first duplicate we have is Shorty, which it looks like this is Killer Clowns from Outer Space, which is a pretty old horror movie, and I'm just gonna show you guys 2 Shorties, and then we got 2 Deadpools as well. But I might actually open all of them up, because sometimes you can get chases from these, which are rarer versions of the same thing. So we'll still open them up all up. And then we have Spiky, which again I think is from Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Yeah, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, very old horror movie. But I do remember having watched it when I was very young. So I'm just gonna take out all the plastic off of these, and then I'll open them all up. I'll take the plastic off camera, and then I will open up the cans. Alright, so I got all the plastic off of each one of these cans. And so now I guess we're going to start opening them up. So we're hoping for a chase one, which if you guys don't know, the chase versions of certain like pops and stuff like that are worth a little bit more than like the regular ones. So that's why I'm just going to open all of them up, even though we do have duplicates. It could be a chance that one of them is in fact a chase. But there's only one way to find out. And wow, already, okay, so this is not good. So we have the Deadpool here. I just opened him up. And look at this. So this actually is one of the swords on his back. Which is it's not like super fragile, I guess. They are a little bit flexible because of the material. But this one is broken off. Which I didn't do that. But yeah, it just kind of fell out of the plastic. So even in that much bubble wrap, so even covered in bubble wrap and in a black bag and in a can, it still managed to become damaged. So what the heck is up with that? I don't know how that happens, but it happened to this one. So yeah, unfortunately, Deadpool is just gonna have to run around with 1 sword instead of the signature 2, but I'm sure he won't mind too much. So let me just, I guess I'm going to put the broken sword piece in the can. And then we have, obviously, with each of the figures, they have their little cardboard pucks. So we got a Deadpool. It doesn't look like this one is a chase. It doesn't, usually they'll say, like on the back of this one, it'll say like a chase. And that's how you can determine whether or not it is, in fact, a chase. So, I guess we'll move on to the second Deadpool and see if we have the same issue regarding the broken sword. And it doesn't look like this one is a chase either, but hopefully this one is undamaged. Oh my gosh. No, this one is broken too. Literally the same sword. I dropped the piece of the sword. I don't know where it went. Alright, well that's kind of unfortunate. I don't know where the piece went for this sword. But yeah, literally the exact same spot. Let me focus in the camera here so you guys can see a little bit better. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Literally in the same exact spot on both of these figures. So that might just be an engineering issue, I guess, or something to that degree, regarding these specific figures. So that does kind of suck. But I mean, I mean, you could glue them on there, but I have to find the other piece. All right, moving on then. I guess we'll do Spiky last, and then we're gonna move on to the double shorties. So let's just get these babies opened up and see what kind of figures we have inside of here. That's really unfortunate. Ooh. Oh, we found a chase. So see, look, on the back of this says you found the chase. So we do have a Chase one here. Hopefully it doesn't share the same fate as the Deadpool figures. But wow, it looks kind of cool. Very colorful color scheme here. Look at that. He looks very and if you're going to those like haunted houses or like fun houses and stuff where they have all the crazy colors that are like black light colors, that's kind of what this guy looks like. So he looks pretty cool. Very cool paint. I'm just gonna set him aside, and then let's open up this one, and maybe if it's not a Chase, we can see the difference between the Chase versions and the non-Chase versions. So right here is a big difference. So we have one Chase and then one regular. So you can see that the color palette is different, almost like an inverted. And then on the back, yeah, black light, shorty black light. Okay, so it is like the black light stuff. And then we have the regular shorty. So let's get this guy out of the packaging and see how he compares to the Chase. Which, it's obviously just going to be a color scheme. It's still the same molding. But there we go. Kind of cool. Kind of cool to be able to like compare these two. So obviously Chase, and then we have the regular one. So yeah, it's just basically like inverted or different color scheme. But still pretty cool nonetheless. Now I know the Chase ones are typically they're like double. They are typically double of what they say on the pricing. So I'll be pretty interested to see what the pricing is on that Chase, or just the shorty in general, so we can get an idea of what the Chase is worth. And now we're moving on to the final soda, which is Spiky. Again, another Killer Clowns from Outer Space one, and this one is unfortunately not a Chase, but that's all right. We got one Chase, so. And this plastic is glued to the bubble wrap, which, if you guys have seen my other videos, you'll see that that was kind of an occurrence that happened pretty regularly. Not so much now anymore, but it does still kind of happen. But anyways, here is Spiky. So he is a pretty big figure compared to the other one. I mean, maybe not so much, but it does look a little bit bigger. But he's got a cool little like translucent ruffly what is that? Like very like old Renaissance-esque little like ruffle thing around the neck. So yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen that movie. Like I said, I seen it when I was younger, but after that, never really watched it. So I didn't even know these guys had names. But that's all of the sodas. So let me just real quick put these guys back in the cans in the wrap, and then we'll move on to the mystery grill. Alright, and then just a quick intervention here, while I'm putting all these back into their cans. Like I said, I don't know where this sword piece went for this Deadpool, so I'm just gonna leave him out of the can until I can find it and put it in there with him. Maybe we can glue it, I'm not sure, but it would be nice to have that extra piece so he's just not like swordless or whatever. Alright, got all of the pops set up in their cans except for that one Deadpool one, like I said. So now we're moving on to the second to last portion of the video, which is me opening up the mystery grill and seeing what we got on both the figure and the scratch-offs. So pretty interested to see what's in here. I'm not entirely sure, as I never am, because they're not supposed to really know what's in here. But it looks like we got a My Hero Academia figure. I'm just gonna put that right there. You guys can take a look at it while I'm emptying out the rest of the box. Yeah, this is we've gotten quite a few of these My Hero Academia ones. I don't really remember the names because they're all very confusing to me. But if I see any that I know, or that I have opened, like on the back of them, maybe I'll say it. But anyways, here we have Tomura Shigaraki. So they got like a pig face or something, or like a hand on their face. But that looks kind of like a snout for a pig, in my opinion. but it is an Entertainment Earth exclusive limited edition Homura. So something to keep in mind there. And this one does have the little film on the back right here. It's coming off, it looks like, but yeah, whatever. But yeah, My Hero Academia, Tomura Shigaraki. So see, this one says Pop Animation. So like I said, I don't know where this Miss Marvel is from, but there's the character, there is the figure. And now we get to move on to the scratch off tickets. Which, for those of you guys who don't know, there are two scratch offs now in these, which is the Grail Games and the regular Mystery Grail scratch off. So I'm going to scratch these right now and we're going to see what values we get. Alright, so I got the scratch offs scratched off. And here is what we got. Excuse me. So we got 200 tokens on the Mystery Grail, and then we have 100 gold on the Grail Games. So really not amazing, but they are still points towards redeemable prizes, so I guess every little bit is very helpful. And with that, everybody, what I'm going to do now is I am going to set everybody up so you can see all of the figures, all the pops. And then I'm going to get some pricing down for each one of these, and I will let you guys know what each one is worth. Probably excluding the Deadpool figures since they are damaged. But that is something that I will have to figure out, and I might just even put the pricing so you guys can see anyways, just because it probably would be good to know. But yeah, so let me get back to you guys real quick, and I will get that all for you. Alright everybody, so I have all of the figures set up here, as you guys can see. And I do still have the other Deadpool that I have to find the broken piece of the sword out. So this is just an empty can. But anyways, we're going to move on to the pricing for these figures, which is pretty shocking to be honest with you, from what I've come up with. But we'll get into that as I explain the pricing for each of these. So we'll start off with the pops on the top, and then we'll go to the filters, the regular. We'll go with the sodas on the top, and then the regular pops on the bottom. So starting off, we have the Shorty figures, which if you guys remember, we had one that was a chase version, and then we had another one which was not. So for Shorty, the non-chase version is $15, but the chase version is $70, which is a massive difference in price. So I'll have to mark one of these cans or put something on them, like a post-it note or something, just reminding myself which one is the chase. And then moving on, we have the Deadpool figures, which obviously we didn't get any chases, and these are broken ones, but they were only valued at $10 a piece. So not like a huge loss. They're only $10, but it still is kind of unfortunate to see that even in all this packaging, they got broke somehow. Both of them in the same spot. So obviously that's some sort of like molding issue that they have to rectify or something. But anyways, we're gonna move on now to the last soda, which is Spiky over there down at the end. And this one was a little weird because it's a price range and not like a set price value. So Spiky is anywhere from $12 to $19. Which isn't like a big difference in like the low end compared to the top end, but we're gonna go over a Funko that is a little bit more significant, and it's gonna be one of these pops here, and there's no indication of what it is that makes that price that fluctuating. But anyways, moving on, Civil War Hawkeye figure down here at the bottom is $20. Scarlet Scarab is so this is the weird one, right? So it's anywhere from $19 to $70, but I couldn't find anything except for like autographed versions, which are like $600. So even that is a bigger leap in pricing. So I'm not sure. It didn't tell me which ones were 19 and which ones were 70. So I'm just gonna leave that one at $19 to $70, and then maybe see what the hell is going on with that. But moving on, we got Miss Marvel, which is $12, and then Tomura is $15. So that is pretty much everything. Like I said, I'm gonna have to try and find the piece of the sword here. It fell and rolled and moved somewhere. I'm not sure. It's a little piece. I'll have to find it and put it in the can. I did put the other one, so this one has the other Deadpool figure that's broken, and I do have the piece of the sword that's in there. But yeah, this is everything. These are all the figures. I think we got a pretty good pull this time. You guys can do the math with the numbers that you guys saw on screen if you want to rewind it and then pause it and, you know, bust out the old calculator, the TI-42 or whatever. and then you can do the math and see what this is valued at. But obviously the Deadpool's probably not going to be able to sell them, or if we are, it's going to be like half price or 3/4 price or whatever the case may be. And then this one we'll have to figure out what the fuck is what's up with that, the fluctuation in the pricing from, what is it, $17 to $70, $19 to $70. So very interesting. Honestly, there wasn't really too many figures in this pull that I was really like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, except for maybe like the Deadpool ones, but even then they're broken, so I was kind of like, yeah, it's a disappointment. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys today, and if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. If there are any of these figures that you thought were interesting, leave a comment. And if you guys enjoy unboxing videos or some random gaming videos that I do occasionally, then go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And with that, that is everything that I have for you guys today, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. So peace!